everyone, myself Sai Prasad, I lecture in Ahmedabad High School and the Junior College. Welcome to a series of the lectures of 10th class maths. We have been discussing the different concepts of 10th class, right? We have started our discussion with the real numbers, then we have continued with sets, polynomials and other chapters, right? In the last session, we have completed our chapter, that is pair of linear equation in two variables, right? Today, we are going to start a new chapter, which is actually a continuation of one of the previous chapters, that is applications of trigonometry. What is trigonometry? You would have learned about different concepts of trigonometry, right? You have seen what is sine, what is cos and different trigonometric ratios. We have solved few problems also. We learned the basic angles such as 0, 30, 60, 45 and 90, right? We have learned for different ratios, sine 45, sine 30 or other things, right? And we have seen the identities such as sine square plus cos square equal to 1, secant square minus tan square equal to 1, cosecant square minus cot square equal to 1. Based on this, we have solved a few proving problems also. Fine. Today, we are going to start this chapter as a continuation of that trigonometry, because what is the basic thing which we have to remember from trigonometry is, if this is a right angle triangle, let us assume if this is my angle theta, then its opposite side will be this, adjacent side will be this, and this will be obviously the hypotenuse, which is the opposite side of right angle, right. Then what is that we have to remember for this chapter is, sin theta is always opposite by hypotenuse, cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse, tan theta is opposite by adjacent, isn't it? Even if you do not remember sine, secant or cosecant, cot also, it is okay. Even if you do not remember cosecant, secant or cot also, it is okay. These are the basic things which you have to remember for this chapter. And not only that, we always know the values of sine 0, 30, 45, 60 and for 90, right. Among these things, this is 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2 and 1. Here 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2 and 0. Here it is 0 by 1 is 0. Here it is 1 by root 3, here it is 1, root 3 and infinity. These are the basic things which we have to remember from trigonometry. Fine, is it clear? Fine. What is the main application which we are going to study in this trigonometry, right? The main application we are going to study is heights and distances. This can be actually treated as separate chapter or separate subject, but the name itself is applications of trigonometry, but usually we call it as heights and distances. Why it is height and distances? What is that we will calculate? That is, for example, if I am a person standing on some building, then I am looking into some object which is at the bottom. For example, see here, if this is a building, if I am standing here on the ground, I am looking into some object, let us assume there is some ball kind of thing, right. I have to look into this point, okay. Then if the ball moves from this point to this point, what happens? I have to move my eyesight also, right. This eyesight or this line through which our eye sees the object is called as line of sight. You know the definition of line of sight, right? Hope you would have studied the definition of this line of sight in your previous sessions also, okay. Now see here, the line of sight is that line or the straight line which arises from my eye to the object, okay. Then the line of sight will make some angle with this vertical line and the horizontal line, the horizontal imaginary line, isn't it? For example, if I am seeing from here, I have to measure with respect to the imaginary horizontal line, okay. Now see here, the first ball ka angle, let us say assume it as theta 1 and second ball ka angle theta 2, which is more? First ball का is theta 1, okay. और एक बार देखो इधर, ये कुछ बिल्डिंग है और एक इंसान ये ऊपर से ये नीचे बॉल को देख रहा है, राइट. ये बॉल ये पॉइंट से ये पॉइंट को मूव हो गया, राइट. मूव होने के बाद ये बॉल, ये लाइन ऑफ साइड रहता ना, ये लाइन ऑफ साइड ये इमेजिनरी हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन से कुछ एंगल बनाता, हम वो उसको थीटा 1 बोलेंगे, और बॉल मूव होने के बाद लेट अस अस्यूम थीटा 2, देन विच इज मोर हियर थीटा 1 और थीटा 2? थीटा 1 is less, which means if my distance is very less then my angle will be more, if my distance is very high the angle will be less, isn't it? Okay, even if you don't understand those relation, but the thing which you have to understand is this is called as angle of depression. Remember, I am standing on a building, I have to look to the object which is in the bottom, okay, bottom of the building, I have to look in this direction, right? Then this line of sight making an angle with the horizontal line, that is nothing but your angle of depression. And the next thing, if I am at the bottom, for example I am on the ground, I have to look into some person on the top of the building, I have to look into that like this. For example, if I am on the ground, I have to look to the top of the building, okay. Then here also this is making an angle with the horizontal line, right? This is called as angle of elevation. Is it clear? The only difference is here line of sight is above the horizontal line, here the line of sight is below the horizontal line. Is it clear? If you observe the definition also, if the line of sight is above the horizontal line, say here line of sight is above the horizontal line, then the angle between the line of sight and the horizontal line, राइट, ये हॉरिजॉन्टल लाइन और ये लाइन ऑफ साइट के बीच में कुछ भी एंगल रहने दो, वो एंगल को हम एंगल ऑफ एलिवेशन बोलेंगे, ओके. और इफ यू ऑब्जर्व हियर, एंड द सेकंड थिंग, द एंगल ऑफ डिप्रेशन इज डिफाइंड व्हेन द line of sight is below the horizontal line. Did you understand? Based on this we will solve many problems. I am sure this will be one of the most easiest and enjoying chapter for you people, okay. The only thing which you have to remember is only these things, okay. Even to make it so precise, I will tell you only two things, either you have to remember sine or tan, and what are the angles is only these three angles, okay, that is 30, 45 and 60, okay. Is it clear? Are you ready to start the chapter? Fine, let us do few examples. See here the question given here, it is, these are the two questions we will solve now. Try to understand these basic questions. The first exercise questions are typically simple, actually you may not get in the exam, but these are actually very important to understand, okay. अब देखो इधर, a boy observed the top of an electric pole. Don't think that the question is very big, the question will be very high, the problem will be very simple, it will not even take half of my board, okay. अब देखो और एक बार इधर, a boy observed the top of an electrical pole. For example, if this is my electrical pole, right, if there is boy standing here, we always assume the boy is always sitting on the floor, okay. See here, electrical pole of an angle of elevation of 60 degrees. See here, he is observing the top of the pole at 60 degrees, okay. क्या दिया उन्होंने, एक पर्सन नीचे बैठ के ये टॉप ऑफ द पोल को 60 डिग्रीज एंगल से देख रहा है. देन नेक्स्ट, व्हेन ऑब्जर्वेशन पॉइंट इज 8 किलोमीटर अवे फ्रॉम द फुट, इफ दिस इज द फुट, ही इज टेलिंग दैट हियर इट इज 8 मीटर अवे फ्रॉम द फुट, राइट. क्या दिया है उन्हें, ये ऑब्जर्वेशन पॉइंट ये फुट ऑफ द पोल से 8 मीटर दूर है, ओके. Then he is asking us to find the pole, that's it. Is it right? If I observe, if I assume this as ABC, this is a right angle triangle, right? However, we know that a pole तो कभी भी right angle से ही construct करेंगे, right? Whatever the pole, it should be always at a right angle, which means it should be straight, right? That's why this is at a right angle, therefore this is a right angle triangle. Let us assume, let height of pole be h, okay. Now there is a right angle triangle, he gave the adjacent of that and he is asking us to find the opposite value, right. What is the relationship between opposite and adjacent in trigonometry, right? What is it? Yes, we take tan 60 is equal to opposite BC by adjacent AB, isn't it? That is the only thing we know, right? Opposite by adjacent. What is tan 60? Is root 3. Opposite BC is h, adjacent AB is 8. Therefore, h is 8 root 3 meters. Therefore, height of electric pole is 8 root 3 meter. That is it. We have completed our problem. Right, we have never seen such a smallest problem here, right. Even if you do not write this and this, you can directly write the answer also. Did you understand? Or ek baar dekho idhar. In the question they gave that there is a person looking on the top of the tower or top of a pole by making an angle 60 with the horizontal line, right. Then he is asking us to find the height, and this person is sitting 8 meter away from the pole. Okay. Then I know that opposite by adjacent is nothing but tan theta. Therefore, tan 60 is opposite h by adjacent 8. Then h is 8 root 3 meter. Fine. Now see here, there is one more bada question. Observe here, a tree breaks, there is some tree. Okay, let us draw. There is some tree, right. It got broken due to storm, and the broken part bent so that the top of the tree touches the ground by making 30 with the ground, right. See here, he is telling that it will break somewhere here, right. It broke and it fall down such that this top, ये top ऐसा bend होके इधर नीचे गिर रहा ना, ये top ये ground से 30 degrees बना रहा. Okay. Then next, the distance between the foot of the tree, this is the foot of the tree, and the top of the tree after breaking is 6 meter. Okay. The distance between the top and the foot is 6 meter. Find the height of a tree before falling down. Okay. Find the height of the tree. We have to find this total part. What is this part? This part is nothing but this part, right? Yes or no? Isn't it simple? Now let us write A, B, C. See here, this is nothing but A dash, right? Okay. What is that we have to find now? Here 6 is given. We have to find BC and we have to find AC, right? Now let us assume BC be some A and AC be some B. Okay. Let BC is equal to A and AC be B. Okay. Then see here, from this triangle, this is this is angle, this is opposite side, this is adjacent side. What is that we have to use? That is tan 30 is equal to opposite BC by adjacent AB. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, opposite BC is A, adjacent AB is 6. Okay. Then what is the value of A here? A is 6 by root 3. We can even simplify it by rationalizing it. Okay. Before that, let us find this B value also. Here it is hypotenuse, here it is adjacent, right. Adjacent by hypotenuse is nothing but cos 60, right. That is cos 30. Cos 30 is adjacent AB by hypotenuse AC. Cos 30 is root 3 by 2, adjacent is 6, hypotenuse is B. Therefore, my value B is equal to here 6 into 2 is 12 by root 3. Is it right? Therefore, what is the total height? Total height of a tree is, therefore, height of tree is equal to 6 by root 3 plus 12 by root 3. If LCM is root 3, I will get it as 6 plus 12, it is 18 by root 3. We can even rationalize it. If we rationalize, this will become root 3 by root 3, that is equal to 18 root 3 by 3, 3 ones are 3 6 are, that becomes 6 root 3 meters. Is it okay? Did you understand? Fine. Shall we move on to the next problem? Let us do. Now let us do few more questions. The question given here it is, the length of a shadow of a 15 meter high pole is 15 root 3 meter. That is, if for example, if this is the pole and the sun is somewhere here and the shadow is, see here, the pole is 15 meter, okay, and the shadow is 15 root 3 meters. This is the shadow, right? If this is the pole, iska shadow will be on the ground. Then what is the angle of elevation of the sun rays with the ground at that time? He is asking us to find this angle of elevation. That is it, right? Now see here, let us assume this as ABC. Let angle theta be, or else let theta be angle between sun rays and ground, right? This is what the sun rays, right? Then this is opposite, then this is adjacent, then tan theta is equal to opposite by adjacent. 15 will get cancelled, 1 by root 3. When do we get 1 by root 3 in tan? Tan theta is tan 30, therefore angle made by the sun rays is 30 degrees. Okay. Now see the next question. The observer of height 1.8 meter, see here, there is an observer of 1.8 meter standing on the ground, is 13.2 meter away from a palm tree. For example, if this is a palm tree, he is 13.2 meter away. Okay. Then the angle of elevation to the top of a tree from the eyes, from his eyes, the angle is 45, which means the angle is made with the horizontal line, right? We will not take the angle somewhere at the bottom, right? Then he is asking us to find the height of the palm tree. Okay. Now let us name this CDE. Okay. If you observe, AB is 13.2 and EC is also 13.2, right? This is also 13.2, right? Okay. And AE is 1.8, obviously BC is also 1.8, since it is a parallelogram, because this is sine 90, this is 90, therefore BC is also 1.8. Okay. From the triangle ECD, in triangle ECD, this is 45 and we have to find this part, right? The total height is this, then the part which we have to find. Therefore, from ECD, tan 45 is equal to CD by EC. Tan 45 is 1, CD we have to find, EC is 13.2. If I cross multiply, I will get CD as 13.2 meter, right? Then what is the height of a palm tree? Therefore, height of palm tree is, what is the height, total height now? That is BC plus CD. BC plus CD, that is equal to, what is BC? 1.8. What is CD? 13.2. Therefore, it becomes as 8 plus 2 is 0, 10, then 3, 4, 5, 1, 15.0 meters, that is nothing but 15 meter. Is it clear? Did you understand? Fine. There is a basics of applications of trigonometry, that is nothing but your heights and distances. Okay. In the next exercise, let us move on to the second exercise with a little bit confusing questions and a higher order questions of heights and distances. Okay. Fine. This is for today. Let us meet in the next session with the more questions of applications of trigonometry. Okay. Thank you.